We met on FarmersOnly.com, and my name is Christina.
My name is Dusty, and this is Dozer.
I joined Farmers Only because I wanted somebody different than who I had been meeting on the other dating sites. It was not working out very well for me, and one night I was at home and one of the commercials came on, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try this. I'm going to see how this works. I have nothing to lose, and that's exactly what I did. I signed up that night, and it's been the best thing I've ever done. I'm not a farmer myself, and I thought, well, we'll try it. Maybe I can find a good down-home country boy. And I did. That's you.
I joined Farmers Only, I guess, primarily to kind of get back to the way I was, raised, and in search for somebody that had the same morals and upbringing that I did. At least I guess I just wanted somebody who was kind and that just kind of understood, I guess, where I was coming from with how I wanted to raise my children and the values that I grew up with, and somebody that had the same values that I did. I didn't want to go to a bar. I'm not the kind of guy who just wants to roll up to somebody in a grocery store and introduce myself. That's not really how I operate. I joined Farmers Only to just kind of reach out there and have some small, simple conversations with people, and that's how I met Christina, and I'm real happy, and it's been a blessing.
I'm originally from Tennessee, so I wanted someone who was more country because I did grow up in the city and I knew what kind of men were out there in the big city, and I was tired of it, didn't want to do it anymore, and that was a big factor for me as well. I just needed somebody who did have morals and were just a good, honest person. Well, we just started chatting online about a week, and then he gave me his phone number to call him, and we called, and that first night that we talked all night, seems like, and just realized that we hit it off and had so much more in common than what we thought, which was interesting for him because I don't have any kids and he has 3.
And then we set up a date. I think we went, it was probably 2 weeks after we, started talking. We had a date, and that we got some Italian food that went real well, and then the fun began.
Started spending a lot more time together.
A lot more time, but you put me through a lot of trials and tribulations. It was a very long process of courting. I would say it was the hardest and longest courting that I've ever done.
I needed to make sure that he was right, and that he was a good man, and that he was everything he said he was going to be. And I had to make sure.
I think that process lasted about 3 or 4 months of, being on my best behavior and doing everything I could and showing who I was. And she kept waiting for me to fall, and
he never did.
It didn't happen.
So I knew he was right. I knew he was perfect then.
But it was exhausting. The trials and tribulations have been nothing compared to the gifts that she's brought into our life. It's just been a blessing and just an amazing life ever since. And we've been married about a little over about a year and a half now, I think. And it was kind of funny. After dating for a year, I realized that I wanted Christina to be in our lives for forever. And I talked with the children about it, and we all proposed to her. We all lined up and took our knee and asked her to be a part of our life and to marry us. And the kids were overly ecstatic, just jumping out of their skin to do it. Couldn't wait. It was a surprise, and that was the romance behind my proposal.
It was the best way. It was adorable. Wouldn't trade it for the world.
So I'm glad that I took a chance on Farmers Only and be her.
Yes, I'm very glad for Farmers. The other sites didn't do me any good at all. Not at all. But I found somebody who was honest, good, down home, which is exactly what I was looking for. Just somebody to spend the rest of my life with.
I am a journeyman lineman I work on power lines for a living.
He is every day putting his life on the line, and he needs to come home safe, and he doesn't need to worry about what's going on at home or what's going on outside of work while he's at work. And that's one thing that I really try to do for him, is make sure that he doesn't have to think about those things, that he knows 100% that everything at home is taken care of.
She's awesome. Takes care of everything. It's just been great. I have no regrets. I wouldn't change a thing about Christina, and I wouldn't change a thing about our relationship and our bond that we have.
Farmers Only has changed my life in the respect that they helped me find my soulmate. So now I have a whole new outlook on everything, and I couldn't be happier about it.
Farmers Only has changed my life because it brought me to my wife, and I would encourage anybody out there who's actually serious about looking for somebody and put their heart and soul into it to try Farmers Only.